auditor, audit them. The one who encourages you to audit them. First Amendment auditors, oh my dear First Amendment auditors. My dear First Amendment auditors. Hey, BJ Allen. My dear First Amendment auditors. Hello, Charles Viner. See you in the valley. Hello there. First Amendment auditors will not advance until they start doing this. Just wait for a few more people to log on. So now let's first ask the people before I give my opinion. So everybody watching right now, what do you believe the First Amendment auditors and or First Amendment auditing community is lacking? Let me see what the people have to say first. Let me see what's in the mind of the people. I'm drinking a sugar-free Pepsi. Staying away from sugar for a little while. Hey, Cindy. What's cooking, Cindy? I'm not going to discuss Elon. Elon sus. I was doing that before him. That's neither here nor there. Hey, do it, Trump. Be on the lookout. In a few days, you're going to receive that via email. I'm going to send you that email. You said you're from Michigan, right? Thanks for joining the Auditor Shield. I'm going to forward over all the documents you need to insert in your binder, Michigan style. Now, the question here is, what do you believe, what do you guys believe the First Amendment auditing community is missing and or what's needed? Hey, do it, Trump. You did say you're in the state of Michigan, right? Yep. Yeah, okay, great. Michigan does not have a section in their Freedom of Information Act that requires records to be prominently displayed, but there's other additional assistance that you could get from their Freedom of Information Act. So Charles believes it's the binder. It's not necessarily the binder, it's the information within the binder, right? Because you could walk around with a binder, or you could walk around with a clipboard, or you could walk around memorizing the laws, right? Applicable, and or you could have it folded up on a piece of paper in your pocket. However, help for Utah. Yeah, I could help you out for Utah. Join Auditor Shield on my channel. Become a member for 1 month. Send me an email. Let me know you have signed up, and I'll get that packet out to you for the state of Utah. So, someone said the auditors are lacking accountability. In what way? Could you elaborate on that? Do it, Trump. I feel that I have a say now. You know, I've been in this been doing this auditing for about 5 years now. My channel started in 2020, and I got informed about FOIA back in 2016. So I knew about FOIA about 4 years before I started my channel. However, so I do have a say. I really have a great say. And the thing about it is, like, I get results. I get results. Sometimes you see there's pushback from the employees, but at the end of the day, the auditors need results. And what are they getting? Zero results. Why is it that there's 4,000 auditors out there getting zero results? I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them are getting zero results, while I'm getting results 7 out of 10 times. Why do you think that is? Because it's a method on how to go about handling the situation. There's a method behind it. So if the auditors are not showing the people results, then we cannot advance as a quote unquote community or of an informed citizen, right? So that tells me now, why are these auditors still doing the same stuff they have been doing for the past 5 years? By clearly showing us, not only are they not getting any results, they're getting violated by the employees. They're getting violated, you know, either trespass, asked to leave, or, you know, it's just, it's upsetting. Like, what's stopping the auditors from just transitioning overnight? That being said, what's stopping the auditors from themselves that have been out here for 4 or 5 years? What's stopping them from having a little light bulb ring in their head and tell them that, hey, you know what? Something have to change. What we're continuing to do is not really bringing any change. You know what I'm saying? We need results. We need to have results on every single occasion. By every single auditor, we need a result. And now, you know, when you sign up the Auditor Shield, you receive your binder. If you utilize the binder the right way, there's guaranteed for you to get results, right? What type of results do I get? Whatever you're looking for. A lot of guys, they get declined body-worn cameras. That's a result. I get you the body-worn camera. A lot of guys, they get trespassed. I don't get trespassed. There's a result. A lot of agencies, they're withholding and concealing their records. They don't have it up on the wall. I get them to do that. That's a result. I go and point fingers at the government employees. They end up spending money to create training because of my visit. Now they have to train their employees. Now I get the government agency behind closed curtains to waste you guys' tax money, $10,000 to do training because of my visit. That's results. Because of my presence in a city hall, the city has to spend $5,000 to $10,000 in doing an additional training with a bunch of employees just to talk about what I was there for and how I was in the right and how they were in the wrong. How does that sound to you guys? It's like, what are these auditors still doing on a daily basis? There's 4,000 auditors out there in every region of the United States. Still get trespassing and mumbling and fumbling. The auditors are still mumbling and fumbling. The only reason why I show so much care or got so much compassion with this is because I really do care, and I really do believe that the citizen auditors can make change, make difference. But the way they have been going for the past 4 or 5 years, it's just been declining. It's been declining about the method on how they go about it. I don't like to see that no more. I really want to see change. There's good people out there, right? And it's like, it takes also the subscribers, you folks that are watching right now, it takes you guys to get to your favorite auditor, whoever that may be. Leave them feedback in the comment section. Send them emails. Tell them, hey, auditor, we need you to step your game up. We need to start seeing results. I'm upset to see these government employees keep encroaching on your right. Right? You being a subscriber of an auditor, you should tell these auditors these things in the comment section. Hey man, you've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now. We need to see change now. We need to see results from you. Right? You guys, the subscribers have to inspire the auditor to start switching his shit up. And the female and male auditor, instead you got a couple auditors here and there that quit. They no longer do auditing. Auditing, they say, ruined their life. Right? There's a couple auditors that it messed my, you know, it messed up my reputation. That's probably because you're getting the wrong signal from the wrong auditor. I don't give a fuck if the auditor has 400, 500,000 subscribers. If he's not moving about it the right way, then we're not making any change. We're not advancing. There's not a good look on the citizen auditor, right? We need results. I need the auditors to go in there and make the government spend $10,000 for training just so they could say they were wrong. Right? Let me open up the comment line and see what people's thoughts are on what just been illustrated here. So make a YouTube video with examples of bad, not good enough, pretty good, and fantastic results. Yeah, hey, you know what? That's a great one. That's a great one. I like that. You see, I like how you're thinking there. You see, this is how we need more people, quote unquote, subscribers, to start coming up with ideas, right? I mean, it's because of the subscribers. I'm grateful and I'm thankful because of the subscribers, because if it wasn't for you, my channel nor any other auditor's channel would be moving, you know, we'll be in standstill, which we always are anyway. There's a reason why my channel is not growing and shit like that. It's suppressed. They rather have the radical auditor out there start yelling in front of a, you know, business or something. But with that being said, I mean, I can't blame it because I know how to get my channel back up out of shadow banning. All I would really have to do is just keep dumping in brand new videos, which I have a lot of withheld videos. I'm gonna real soon, I'm gonna start releasing back like I used to, a video a day, almost close to a video a day. But you see, I'm different than some of these auditors, majority of them. I'm in a class all by myself, really, because I'm getting results, right? I'm getting results. Yes, at the same time, there's many auditors out there, salute to them. They get results in different ways. Maybe they got a cocky employee or a violent employee fired. That's a result. We shouldn't have a nasty employee, quasi-criminal, working in office. That's good if the auditor got them fired, right? Yeah, no, well. Hey, Mark, Rockford, Winnebago County. Yeah, I'm not sure why I don't get that many views, bro, but well, there could be many factors behind that, but at the same time, I think if I really wanted to get back on the view side, because I remember when I was releasing a couple of years ago, I was in the regular, you know, when I had 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers a few years ago, at 5,000 subscribers, I would release a video. It would make 20,000 views in 3 days. Now I'll be lucky if the video makes 4,000 or 5,000. But then again, a lot of
in 1,000 feet, use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Niles Center Road.
Then again, a lot of my videos are educational tutorials. They might be bland and a little boring to some people. That's why, you know, I don't withhold my videos, even if they're bland and boring. I still put them out because I want to show the great employees. If there's a good employee
At the light, use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Niles Center Road.
I still want to show that. But YouTube loves when there's confrontation and belligerent, back and forth conversation between parties. This is what they love to see. YouTube algorithm. This is what the people love. They just love seeing people being in panic mode and belligerent. Me, it really makes me no different. I like seeing both types of employees, forthcoming, compliant, and belligerent employees. I like it all. But at the same time, it's not just about what we like. It's about getting the results, holding government accountable. And it upsets me that these auditors that majority of auditors still cannot figure out how to advance their auditing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with them? How are they still 4 or 5 years after they have a channel still on a decline, still can't figure out how to advance their ways of holding government accountable? Everything you've seen me perform and do already, I still haven't even begun yet. I still have to compile all my wins. When I say wins, the 20, 30 agencies that put the shit up in front of my face, 50 behind my back, all the trainings they had because of me, all the money they spent because of me. Yeah, well.
Continue on Niles Center Road for half a mile.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I have faith. Probably there was one time this auditor, 3 years ago, he came on a live feed. He's an auditor. I'm not gonna say no names. This was about 3 years ago. I had an open panel live stream. He came on and he said he doesn't believe there could be any change made, and he doesn't have any hope. Right? I told him, I don't think like you. You sound like an odd rod, right? Oh, he doesn't have faith. Then somehow he stopped auditing and he became like a bootlicker. He started helping out the bootlickers and shit like that. That's a weakling. I'm not saying no names, but I'm saying that type of personality and perspective. If you're an auditor and you think like that, no, there's no change we can make. There's this, that. That's a weakling. You gotta do like the other auditor do better, right? How could you not have the wherewithal to try to do better, try to be better? How could you not have that wherewithal? There's no excuses. You have all the utensils right by your hand. So, yeah, man, this is what I'm saying is that we need results. We need results now, right? It's like it's so easy for an auditor to switch up his game and do better overnight, really. All he would have to do is spend the time searching up his state laws and what are applicable. I get it. Maybe you don't want to hold an extra clipboard, or you don't want to hold an extra binder. Well, I tell you what, hold a piece of paper, fold up a piece of paper in your pocket. So then when the police and the government employees challenge you, at least you know what you're up to. At least you know what you're standing on. You don't have to play no guesstimate. Come on, man. And there's so many auditors that come on my live stream and watch it. It's like I'm talking from one ear to another. They don't pick up on this. Yeah, Sheila, I hear what you're saying. The cops just leave them alone. But that's not enough. That's not enough. Yep. Hey, Rick D, long time no see. Anybody have questions or concerns? Hey, CV, long time no see, boy.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Crawford Avenue.
She'll slip you punches. Long time. She'll slip you punches. You gotta be the best boxer out there is what I know. A female boxer kicking butt. CV, we gotta give you that wrench, bro. We gotta give you the wrench. Add as modulator. Yeah, CV, I still got so many videos that I have not released yet. Oh my God. First class YouTube production. Well, it's all on what your belief is, ARK, you know? Sheila says, I want to thank all the auditors. Thank you for doing what you do. I learned a lot on my rights. Yeah, salute to all the auditors. Listen, it's still a good thing. They're still making change, and, you know, everywhere they hold the camera and all that. But what I'm saying is, we need results. We don't, yeah, sure, the result shouldn't only be, oh, that person that just walked out of the bank now knows that we have our First Amendment right to film in public. That shouldn't just be it. You know what I'm saying? And the focus should be more about holding government accountable, not people that work at a bank or people, you know, work at a salon or some shit. Sure, that's an exercise of right, but we need to get the government in line. If the people are not getting the government in line, then the government is not going to get theirself in line. Yep. It's up to you guys, the quote-unquote viewers and or subscribers, to start contacting your auditors and tell them to step their game up, man. Step their action up. Get results. Start getting your body cam. Start handing them these FOIAs. Start getting results. Brandy says, what can I do? I have contacted all my representatives in writing. Hey, Brandy, what is it that you're trying to do? That's a good step to contact them, but what are you contacting them for? Yeah, but a great way is to have a roster. You got to have the real roster so you can get a hold of any employee you want at any given time during normal business hours. So that's a result. I mean, listen, I still see auditors, the majority of auditors, when they go into a government agency, the only thing they ask for as far as a FOIA request or a public record is they want the names and salaries of all the employees. What the F is a name and a salary going to do? It's not going to do nothing, right? You have to have at least a title. You have to know the titles of these employees. You have to have their office phone, direct office phone, to get in contact with them anytime we need. You can't just ask an employee for names and salaries. No, you don't necessarily have to carry a clipboard, CV. You could either memorize the laws or put it on a piece of paper and fold it in your pocket. You know, you don't have to have extra bulky stuff like a binder or a clipboard. You could fold that stuff up. Only thing I'm asking for you folks to do is do your research. Yeah, sure, it'll be beneficial for you to get your state binder from me, right? James says, stop whining about others. Well, if I don't whine, who's gonna whine? If I don't whine, who's gonna whine? I'm entitled to whine. I have the right to whine. Research, yes sir, yes sir. for law enforcement to uphold and honor our constitutional rights in their oath. Oh yeah, you're in the right step, Brandy, contacting Congress. But you know, Congress is full of Zionists, right? And the Congress, the Zionists, they don't care about our American constitutional rights. They want us to pay money so we could fund the scholarships and the school, what is it called? The schooling for Israelis. That's where Congress is part of AIPAC. So Congress is like Uncle Sam. He points finger at you and says he wants you to do this, right? Congress is pointing fingers at the people saying, hey, they want your tax money so you could pay for the children of Israel to go to college. Not only that, you could pay for a genocide to knock down, you know, start wars and shit like that. Aren't you seeing results on your revisits or not? Oh, yes. I'm going to compile that, Renee. I'm going to compile that. I'm going to give you about 20 agencies that I went to. You guys are going to see it back to back, where these folks did not have nothing up, and now they put it up. And they're so cocky. They're so cocky. Some of these employees are so wicked that they would not even acknowledge that they were in the wrong or treated a member of the public like dirt, but they'll go ahead and comply with the fact after the fact. You know? So it don't matter if they're cocky or not cocky. At least now they're in compliance with the law. You know? And this is just the first seed, the first step. Now they recognize that the people are the ones that are required to check balances. It's the duty of the people to check balances. The scary thing about that, Brandy, is I believe Congress is not subject to the Freedom of Information Act. If I'm not mistaken, they are not subject. So this means that they can do things under the table without the American people knowing, right? James says, what do you think of the JFK docs? Well, I haven't looked too much into that, James, yet. However, just from my conscience, I believe that it will point out to Mossad agents. It would point out to Israelis that had something to do with JFK. Just like the Israelis are an enemy of the United States when they caused the USS Liberty attack. It was Israelis. And just to clarify, Israelis is different from Jewish. Jewish is a religion, right, of respect. However, Israelis is not a religion. Israeli is a political agenda. Their founder was an atheist. So they believe it's a Jewish land. God promised them a Jewish land. However, the real Jews, the Orthodox Jews from New York that wear all their uniforms and stuff, they believe that Israel is not promised to them because they have sinned before God's eye. You know, you got to know these little basic facts, right? But there's hundreds of thousands of Jews that are standing against Israel. They believe Israel is a false state. It's a bloody state. It's land theft. It's demons, devils. They're atheists. They're not Jewish. They're atheist. So with that being said, the Israelis, they are running the United States. And that's where all you folks' money is going. Congress, the full circle of Zionism is Congress. It doesn't matter if Trump is in office or John Deere, right? Hey, James Robin, thank you so much. Wanda May says, my records, I want everything on everyone and every incoming and outgoing dollar. Right, Wanda Mays, man, I gotta start checking your channel out more often. You know, you're talking in fashion. There's a reason if you're talking like that, there's YouTube gotta withhold your videos. If you're moving in an advanced format like that, they gotta withhold you. They can't show how intelligent you are to the people. They'll shadow ban your channel. They'll give the guy standing in front of the bank 100,000 views before you hold the government accountable. Credential with a note on it that says this guy is backed by X $1,000 subscribers and some of the best lawyers in the US behind him. He knows the law. If you don't know the law, tread light, dummy. Yep. Well, anyways, guys, I just came in real quick. I wanted to give you guys a quick update that, hey, salute to all the auditors out there for real, but I think it's time now that we need to step our game up. We need to advance. We can't keep going in decline. You know what I'm saying? We have to get results. The one who encourages you to audit them.